Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Broken Lords on Endless. So, last video, in a move that I don't super understand, Pink decided that he would declare war on us. And so, it's time to go marching. Unfortunately, we're a little low on soldiers. We lost we lost a number of guys. We need to, first of all, build up. This is 3 militia, right? Yeah. Okay. We need to build up our army a little bit. We have 5,000 dust now, thanks to our conversion from dust to from XP to dust. But unfortunately, we're bottlenecked pretty hard on strategic resources. There's a fair amount available, but basically it's going to be a lot more expensive than I would like to buy out our soldiers. So what do we have? We have a dust bishop here. What is your army right now? Stalwart, stalwart. Okay, so we have no active dust bishops. Let's merge you into this army, because you can do it this turn. So we need 6 of something. It doesn't matter what. We can swap the design. But we need 6 of something to make a stalwart and 11 to make a dust bishop. We want at least 1 more dust bishop. We want at least 1 in each army. So we've got 1 finished here. These guys are 1078, so we can autocomplete all 3 of these. We want to have 4 more stalwarts for this army, and probably at least 4 more for this one. We might want a second dust bishop here just because we have the benefit of the extra range. Alright, so let's start by purchasing what's cheapest. Adamantine is cheapest, for now. Let's spend a little bit of money. By 10 of each. We'll make a dust bishop in the capital. Do I want it to be the capital? We want it to be a city that we can set to focus on industry. You know what? It's going to be the capital. We'll just buy him out. It'll take a couple of turns. We're going to have to take a couple of turns prepping the army anyway because we got to get dudes moving around. But I'm going to swap the stalwart design to use adamantian weaponry. Adamantian one-handed weaponry. Why do you not have the right armor on? Okay. And improved life, I think. We do want to keep the movement trinket for sure. Yeah, you're actually not equipped with the right armor either. We've definitely been behind technologically this game. I have not been developing as fast as I should have been. Yeah, improved life. Seems fine. So we're not going to retrofit these guys because I want to make sure that we get the soldiers that we're building out first. And you will start working on stalwarts. What do you think? Is it worth it to push population now? We've got a lot of security in place. We've got reasonable income. We need to start moving to Samrisum at least, though. I don't think Pink's going to come across through Green's territory. I think we're mostly going to get hit from the ocean. And it's nice that the AI uses the ocean now. But I think that means we have to move our armies to Samrisum now, and reinforcements will catch up as they catch up. Actually, are Green and Pink at war? No, Pink is only at war with us. Green is at war with everybody who is not Pink and us. So I guess Pink could move through Green's territory. Oh, you know what I actually should have looked at as well is... Okay, we don't get to know whether Pink's borders are... or whether Green's borders are close to Pink or not. Alright. Yeah, so at the beginning of this, we're going to have to move to Samrisum, and then we can marshal our forces there. So really, I should have bought out the soldiers in Samrisum. I wasn't thinking ahead enough. I do not know if we're going to be able to win this game. I've been back and forth about it. Sometimes it looks pretty good, sometimes it looks less good. Yeah. Let's just get everybody moving. There's a dust bishop here that just finished. Part of it is that I lost a ton of population through the mid-game due to basically not being ready to deal with spies. And sort of not expecting that the enemy, all of the enemies were going to focus their spying efforts entirely on me. So in Adino, it's not worth building troops here. And if we're going to buy troops, it'll be in Lenfell, because we're going to start playing smarter. So we may as well just build borough streets and pick up some more resources. And in Siphon, actually we should definitely get that going. Alright, next turn we'll be able to buy this guy out, right? 1627, yeah. Alright, we definitely have the forces necessary to take Semrisen back. But we do need to consolidate a little bit. Maybe we should, since it's no longer safe shore, let's back off. Consolidate over here. So. Also, this will give me a chance to actually retrofit these existing troops so that they're wearing proper armor. Okay, citizen armies, check. Advanced Harvester is going to be bottlenecked by our slow rate of glass steel acquisition. Although we can just buy glass steel now. We can get improved trade routes from Caravanserai. You know, we probably actually just need, like... We probably need automated production. We need industry tax, I think. Our industry is not quite what I would like it to be. Alright, so let's buy you out. And then that doesn't quite leave us with enough enough dust to do much retrofitting. Yes, we can merge these guys up. Get in the water, we'll merge those guys into this army. This Dust Bishop will complete it. And then this Dust Bishop can be for the second army, which I think will benefit a little bit more from having two, again due to the fact that the hero gives increased range. Which that still leaves us a lot of troops short of where I'd like to be, though. We need to get into fights so that we can get free money, so that we can use that money to build more guys. So do we want to... We want his army to be the lead army, right? He's got the reinforcement position skill. No, he doesn't. So we don't need his army to be the lead army right now. Let's merge this Dust Bishop into here. Grab a Dust Bishop for his army, and he actually can come in second, I guess. There's no reason not to do it that way. Somebody's moving forward on one of the victory conditions. Okay, red has a lot of territory, sure. Green is pillaging one of our things, and I just don't have time or the inclination to do anything about it. Aside from, how expensive would closed borders be? 200? Yeah, good enough. It's gonna finish anyway, that's really annoying. Anyway, let's now we need the military units. Do we? We really do need this as well. Yeah, I didn't play the early game well enough. I think we're gonna end up losing this. Oh, I accidentally pulled the dredges out. Well, we could retrofit the dredge design. May as well at this point. We're gonna... Right, we lost our dredges. They were on Sam Racing. Shit. And we don't have the influence to be assimilating people willy-nilly. We're gonna have to wait until we get them back. So no, I cannot afford to fix these dredges, and in fact, they definitely should just go back to the city. Alright, so... These stalwarts can be upgraded easily because they're already using the weapon that the most modern design has. These guys are unfortunately equipped with adamantium. Or palladium, rather, and so upgrading them would require changing their weapon as well. This is not looking as good as I was hoping. Our war against Pink is going to be slow and frustrating. This is valuable. We can't afford to not be building units for 15 turns. You know what, let's put this on. I know we're starved for glass steel, but I would really love the city to be fervent most of the time. Alright. Once we have these guys loaded up, we're gonna have to get moving. I'm super annoyed. Super annoyed by this. Let's just get these guys out of the way. Sure, keep the emeralds rolling. We need the approval boost. So is everybody reasonably retrofitted? You should be retrofitted. You should be retrofitted. And both the heroes are horribly wounded. Somehow he's wearing the wrong chest piece? How did that even happen? Oh, it happened because we didn't have resources when I was re-equipping them. Right, I remember. And we were going to come back and fix it later, which I have now done. Yeah, this campaign against Pink has to go very well for us to realistically still have a chance in this game. So let's go get Sam Reesum back, go get our Delvers back, and then push him. Hopefully make some decent dust out of the combat as well. We can buy a bunch of units in Sam Reesum as reinforcements. Okay, heal. We'll start moving next turn. I want to keep the armies together, and this army sadly has 0 move right now, so. Boy, there sure are a lot of places where we don't quite have a fervent approval rating. What's the buyout cost of a stalwart? 977. Every little bit helps. I just don't want to wait any longer. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So I'm going to use this dust to buy citizens then. Let's get our population up. We have actual income now. We can afford to buy citizens, and we have at least some of the spying under control. So let's start pumping population hard. Alright, here we go. I wish we could just dust heal our heroes, man. Alright, we're getting pretty close to the end of the game one way or another. I think that the AIs are approaching some of the internal victories. If this guy's going to be the lead army, he definitely needs to have 8 units. Oh hey, Ozek the Chosen. How you doing, buddy? So at this point we can start Building stalwarts again. We have enough resources. Have a wave of reinforcements already on the way. Lenfell is fervent now, which is certainly helpful. And then let's, again, population. You can even go up to... Alright, in Laldora, we're getting slightly better dust return on our citizens, so... Okay, you're already fervent. Honestly, this needs to grow. So things have gone okay. You know, not great, but I do feel like I have a little bit better handle on the economics. We really need to focus next game. I'm already sort of assuming that we're not going to win this game, but I think that's a reasonable assumption. Yeah, sure. Start working on a Dust Bishop. May as well. We don't need another one right this second, but we may need one soon. Yeah, we have to focus more on our economy. And when I say on our economy, what I mean is on our really pumping our citizen values early. And we have to not get spy pummeled by 3 different empires at the same time. That really hurt us. Well, I clicked on a space next to another army. So Feeds on Bones just disappeared. Does that make these guys attackable? Can we go for a naval win? Yeah, let's try it. Their hero just disappeared, so all of their bonus health went away. Get them? They ran. Oh, that's beautiful. And that's a bunch of XP, which means a bunch of dust. And Empty Belly gets his reinforcement slot skill. Cool. So now we actually do want to reapportion our troops a little bit. Well, let's buy out these 2. And then we have this stuff, so let's try to get some of this built. Adamantium is a serious block. We just don't... A big part of the problem is we don't have the resources to build, like, anything. Alright, well, we are 3 techs out from another era increase. And honestly, a lot of this stuff is looking pretty unappealing to me. Production line's not bad, but we really do want to keep our people tied to dust as much as possible. We may as well pick up Rare Metal Foundry. I'm not happy about the fact that we're only going to have one source of rare metals, but we do need to start harvesting it. So on the next turn, we'll attack him again. His units will heal enough that it won't be lethal, but that's good. We want them to retreat again so we can get that big chunk of XP, and as such, that big chunk of dust. Come on. And we would flatten them if they actually tried to fight us now with their health so low, so I can't imagine. Oh! They stood and fought, and like I said, we flattened them. 900 dust from that. Really? I wish we could see the heroes' capacities while they're embarked, because their capacities do still matter. Saluzzo is gaining levels quickly. How far are we from winter? 2 to 22 turns. Now, it's definitely worth picking up winter immunity. Could be any moment now. A dust depository in the capital is less valuable than a dust depository anywhere else. I already have it here. You should really be doing this. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, we're building lots of troops everywhere. I guess the cryometric monitors would be good. We're probably not actually going to end up building a lot of troops that we don't want to immediately buy out. Although, actually, yeah, let's buy that out. That's going to be plus 45 science in this city alone. Merge you two together. We have lots of guys coming, but nobody available right at this moment. They really have a lot of units, just like a huge number of units. So 19 attack, 44 damage. I think they have a lot more damage than we do. Yeah, so they have their hero has some kind of plus damage capacity. Well, still, I think we're just going to attack them in the sea here. Yeah, we're all at pretty good health. Like I said, this game is kind of anomalous. I might even, regardless of the win, I might play another Broken Lords game here, just so that we can see a real thing. Because this game only has transport combat and no other kind of naval stuff due to the status of the expansion. But I think it's still interesting as an exploration of how to take advantage of new mechanics. Okay, so we crushed them. We did lose some people. Yes, plus damage. Here we go. It's starting to get real good. So let's honestly just reassign Empty Belly to this unit. Well, do I want to do that? No, let's keep him around as reinforcement. So we'll split him off to this space. These guys can reinforce here. And then the army teleported? Okay, no, it is still in this space. It just appears to have moved. Little visual bug that I think the developers have already fixed. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe that that's the case. Okay, let us... Yeah, we're gonna need more stalwarts. And thanks to combat, we can buy them quickly. Alright, it's gonna take a while for all these reinforcements to actually funnel over, unfortunately. Can we buy this out too? Yeah. Don't worry, Empty Belly, we'll have a proper army for you to head in a moment. Susas? Oh, that guy. That guy hasn't expended all of his movement yet, so the game tells me that he still has movement. Which is technically true, but not really very useful. So you always have to be looking for opportunity, right? Like, we'll never play with this exact set of circumstances again, but the broad logical structures that make it correct to jump in with our transport ships are still going to be useful to us in that, broad logical structures are useful because they are widely applicable. So just keep looking for our advantage. I really wish that the improved movement things worked in the water. I understand why they don't. I'm just bummed out. I also wish that we had, like, Vaulter-style teleportation. That would be really useful here. Okay, this city could actually really make use of a dust depository. Restred already has one. But what Restred needs more than anything else is to grow. So let's go for Triangle out. I really want to pump this city's population. Obviously, they're on 14 dust per citizen, so... something that bears maintenance. I don't really want to build another Dust Bishop at this point. I think we're going to go swap the Stalwart design back to back to these swords and start building another Stalwart here. We could go to the marketplace and purchase stuff next turn and just like have a turn of the city laying fallow, but let's do this instead. So this guy could be retrofitted, but everybody else is as good as they're getting. All right. So let's see how well defended the city is. It probably doesn't have a lot of fortification. It wasn't taken that long ago, but I don't know how many units he's going to have garrisoned. Do I want to slow down and merge a lot of these together? Yeah, I think I do. May as well do this. It's delaying our approach a little bit, but it is now a full army. Alright, Parendy needs something to do. Wow, Stalwart's 3. That's a slightly older design. Parendy has been getting things done pretty slowly. It could use a central market. We're not quite at fervent there. Empire-wide, we're fervent, so we are getting the dust and science bonus, but Parendy is only at plus 15% food and industry, and also not optimal security. You'll notice now that our security values are higher, a lot of the AI has pulled their spies out. It looks like probably a lot of the AI's espionage decisions are just where can I put a spy to do damage, not does that player actually need to be damaged. Oh, damn it, I included the dredges in the... Alright, that's fine, it's not a big deal. We'll fix that in a second. Do I want to spend dust on citizens? Yeah. Yeah, I do. We can buy 5 here, right? Yeah. Alright, if I had started really hammering on it like this earlier, we'd be in a much better position than we are now. Oh, how I wish we were faster on the ocean. Alright. So we back the dredges out. Merge these guys in. Still having some graphical issues here. It seems like merging. It's caused by merging units into navies. Oh, so we just attack it and take it back right now. Let's make sure that he's close enough. Actually, if he's in a boat, he won't be available as a reinforcement, I think. So he won't get XP. Yeah. Obviously, we'll take that. You don't get any XP for killing militia, apparently. Hey, we can actually build our mithrite extractor. Alright, so now Samrisum is our forward staging ground. Any new units we buy should be bought in Samrisum. And in fact, let's cancel this stalwart. I know that the industry we've already paid will not be refunded, but... So we're on plus 5.5 of this now. That's feeling pretty good. A lot better. So what do we have coming? We have an army that has 2 dust bishops. So honestly, I think we just want to build stalwarts. And I am going to prioritize the mithrite extractor. Alright, so I think we can wait here. It really does seem like Pink wants to come around the coast instead of going through Green's territory. Let's research rare armor so that we can make use of the mithrite somehow. And also the mithrite helmet is a pretty good helmet. So Landefell probably would benefit from mining rights, since we're built over Palladian. We're 7 adamantium short. I think we can probably afford 7 adamantium. I was wrong. I wasn't looking at our actual... I was just like, we have lots of dust. So for now, I don't know, don't waste time, but like build a watchtower, I guess? This can at least, if we end up losing Samrisum again, this can at least serve as a heal for a place for our soldiers to gather around and regen health as we rebuild. And you should probably go ahead and get tough, just in case. I doubt Adino's going to come under attack, but maybe Red decides to get cheeky and sends troops over the ocean. I don't know. You just can't know. Alright, it's going to take a little while for our army to reach Samrisum. I think we're going to just fortify for now. Sit around the shore and hold it. What is this? Oh, truce with Red has ended. It is now proper Cold War once again. Oh, he can't make it to the army can't make it to the safety of our borders next turn. That's a little concerning. Actually, there's no reason for this not to have a hero. If we do get attacked, we'll be able to take advantage of his capacities at least. And in case you don't remember, his capacities do include health boost and damage boost. So, if they decide they want to fight us on the sea, we can deal with that. Decreased industry in Parandy, and we badly injured their spy and returned to the academy. Hooray for actual security values. And now that we know there's no spy in Parandy, or at least not that spy anymore, let's go ahead and buy some population. Well, Parandy could really use a dust depository. I think we do want to... Let's rush this and get to work on the depository immediately. I think we do want to stay on industry for the moment until that depository is completed. So let's have you step out to the edge. Give us the maximum amount of warning on any pink fleets that come through. You guys, go back home. Nobody wants you in a war. Oh, that does remind me, though. The return of Samrisum means the return of our Delvers. Means plus 15% dust output. Pretty important. Eldora. Well, Eldora's on the front lines. It should definitely have the improvements. How would we build a triangle here? We'd have to go... it would be really awkward. We might be building a sort of a stick-shaped city instead. I don't particularly care, I guess. It's probably not a big deal. You have a lot of pearls. I was thinking we could buy an Abbey of Anomalies, but this is not actually that good of an anomaly for us. It would be way better to build it on the Wizard Stone, but it also would not get us any new tiles on the Wizard Stone. Still, we have 78 pearls? What the hell? Still, it's a lot of resources. Okay. So Stalwarts 7 is actually a bad out-of-date design with the wrong armor. We can upgrade him to Stalwarts 9 now because they're using the same weapons. The guys who are Stalwarts 8 are only different from 9 in that their weapon material has changed. It's definitely not worth spending to retrofit. Okay, and his fleet backed off. He landed those troops. Do we need the emeralds to stay fervent? It looks like we do, so yeah, let's do it. Oh, it looks like we're actually not... Well, we're about to have some stuff here. Oh, did we get... That's not the right Jocelyn Naval. Okay. Siphon, I guess? It's a place that makes sense for that. We are actually short a governor. I can't believe that I somehow didn't notice that. We should definitely have a governor in each of our cities with this much dust. So we'll get one next turn. Unfortunately, it's still going to be a few turns before we can actually make a move on pink. We may as well Abbey of the Anomalies here, too. Yeah, actually, that's a really good one. Yeah, that's really good. I'm very happy about that. Get into our region quickly. They're only out there getting stronger. Just powering up in their weird little country. It can't be very large, right? There's no way. So, can I... Yeah, let's pick up 30% attack on our units, but otherwise do basically the same thing as before. What is Pink's... Yeah, Pink has less territory than we do. We can probably kill him. It's just going to take a little time. Edino could also go Abbey of Anomalies. This is not awesome. It is a free district, however, but it's a district that's in kind of an awkward space that we can't use to expand the way I would like to expand anyway. So just go ahead and do this. Keep generating dust and doing that. All right, let's make sure we have an actual hero. So we want a hero who generates a lot of dust, ideally. Dust Boost 2, that's compelling. Oh, Dust Boost 3, we got another John Port. I think that's going to be the winner. Yep. Hell yeah, not this one. The third. Alright, do we have yet a Dust Bishop who is level 6? We have to make sure to give him the appropriate accessories, too. We don't have 5... Okay, hold on. Do this. I'm going to go buy 2 glass steel. It's ridiculous. There we go. Okay, so that'll help the city. We probably actually just want industry focus for now. We could buy out the rest of the Mithrite extractor, but I think we'd be better off buying citizens. We could do an Abbey of the Anomalies. Does any of these really jump out at me? They're actually both fine. I think I'd rather just keep working toward having a triangle here for the approval and stuff. Actually, maybe it's probably worth buying that out. And then the smallest city that we have right now is Samrisum. We can't quite afford a population. Oh, you know what? I didn't equip John Port with real gear, but I probably should. He is actually fairly likely to get involved in combat. And I'd hate to be... Oh no, I forgot! So let's just get this taken care of now. And a one-handed sword made of palladium. Okay. Alright, hopefully none of the other players choose this as a good time to start attacking our holdings on the main continent. It's taken a little while to stage this war, but we're finally actually almost about to go invading. And our heroes are finally starting to be an appropriate level. We're coming at everything a lot of turns later than I would like. So we need one more tech before we are ready for... Let's go ahead and pick up cargo docks, because it actually looks like we are going to get to the ocean in Wistred, and we can do some ocean trade. Samrisum could use a cargo dock. We get some ocean trade going here too. I think it's a good idea. So... nothing really new this turn. We just got to keep moving toward battle. It's really awkward. We have a lot of move, but it's really awkward to get across water with these armies. A few moves to here. What do we see here? We can get a little tiny bit more vision. Eyeless ones. I was kind of hoping this would also be a Delver region. That would be very convenient for me. So what do we want to be spending our dust on right now? Probably population. Oh, Wistred needs more building. Alright, that'll get us to the water. We can build a cargo dock afterward and then complete the triangle. Or vice versa, whichever one of those things makes more sense. Yeah, this was necrophage for long enough that it's going to take a little while for us to reclaim ownership of it. It's kind of annoying. Oh, hey, winter. And somebody's on the victory quest. Fortunately, the winter movement penalty reduces us from 3 movement to 2.3 movement, which isn't actually a different number. Alright. That is basically meaningless. We don't have to think about that at all. Is blue fighting with green, or what's happening here? Yeah, blue's at war with green. And apparently doing well enough that they can be sending armies out to do stuff. That's pretty crazy. Do I want an abbey here? Well, building an abbey here would get me... Oh, first of all, yes, I do want to do that. And secondly, it gets me sea adjacency in the region so that I can build a cargo dock. So yeah, it's pretty good. And siphon already has a lot of buildings and stuff. It could get mining rights, but... well... actually, it does have palladium. Yeah, let's go ahead and do mining rights. Just keep waiting, sadly. When we make landfall, this war is going to speed up so much. Samrisum needs the basic defensive buildings too, actually, before it needs to finish more stalwarts, so we'll make sure to get these. Not that. This. Although, actually, this would be a good thing for you to have. But let us focus this way. We have 2,000 dust with which to buy citizens. I mean, Weastrid's a really natural place to put them because of the high value of the citizens here, but the cost is also starting to get pretty high. And then, I don't know, Lenfell? No, Lenfell's too expensive. Samrisum's the same, so it will be the same cost. You pick them in Parandy. Yeah, and then once the dust depository is finished, everybody moves back to here and starts making 12 dust per turn. We've gotten everything under control, just a lot later than we should have. And honestly, 1,000 dust per turn isn't even a good number, really, at this point in the game for a dust-focused civilization. Well, let's keep trying, keep seeing what we can do. So, we make level 5 dust bishops now, and all the dust bishops in our army are level 5, it looks like. Or we don't even. We're about to start making level 5 dust bishops. It's a little unfortunate. It's actually really hard for us to complete this quest because I was so behind on science. Okay, that's probably a big deal. Empty Belly gets winter immunity for his army. This is the simple version of winter immunity. So after we move up into the next tech era, we're going to have to make a dust bishop over here somewhere and then just have it sit and wait to level up, basically. You can actually get out to the sea in like a place that makes sense. It is time! Finally, we're only 45 minutes into the video. It's actually time to move on pink. I don't know how much of an army they have, but it can't be too big because their manufacturing base is pretty small. Oh, looks like we might catch them in the water. Alright, so we have a lot of things we need to do here. I think number 1 is this. And then we'll probably take scientific specialization. In fact, so probably that I'm going to go ahead and click it now. I feel very confident about that. Dust depository. Yeah, let's just buy it out. How long does it take to finish the conscription center? This way? Yeah, let's just do it. So we have an anomaly here that's actually very good. What if I do this? Yeah, there's no reason to build a conscription center before the Abbey, because all it does is increase the XP of units recruited in the city, but we won't be recruiting anything until we finish the Abbey, probably. So let's do that. We'll attack this guy with one army, not using the other one as reinforcements, and then bring that one in as well. This actually is something that would probably be more of a blowout on land, so I don't feel like we're taking advantage of the weird status of naval warfare here at all. Do they have a hero? They do. They have feeds on bones. I think it's still a blowout, even with only one of the armies. And he thinks so too. And he runs. And we get a nice big economic boost for trying to push him around. Another Palladian source would be nice. The tier 2 Palladian weapons are a lot more expensive in terms of strategic spending, so I'm pretty happy we're finding all these other sources. Parandy, does your anomaly make sense to? Yeah, that's a fine thing to put an Abbey on. You should definitely be doing this, and actually let's pump that up. Alright, so about the time in the faction quest that you get the XP into dust thing, you start to see a really great feedback loop on fighting people, a really great positive feedback loop. Are his guys going to be healed to full? They're probably going to be very healed. Necrophages heal quickly. They did not heal that much, actually. I don't know why he would think that's a good idea. Really? We lost a stalwart in that? I cannot imagine. Alright, well. Launch the reinforcements. That's okay. He's not going to be leading the battle. Oh! This might... it might be that this little island is Pink's last territory, honestly. If that's the case, I will feel a little sad that a guy who only had one region looked at the numbers and thought, yeah, I could definitely take Orange. That's embarrassing for me. Ooh, dust water. Yeah, this region is a very exciting conquer. We're fast as hell when we when we can get out of the damn boats. Yeah, there's no real reason for us to attack without stripping the defenses first. Alright, Weybridge is working on it. He's getting toward that cold operator. Everybody's working on it. I do want to say, do not underestimate the value of Mining Authority. It really is significant, especially if you have a lot of Broken Lord's heroes, which you are likely to if you're a Broken Lord, since you want to make use of your Quivering Circlet. Let's make cargo docks happen. Do I want to just buy these out? I think so, because the trade routes over the sea are much more valuable than land trade. Where else was it that siphon needs something to do? I don't really have anything for siphon to do. Actually, it should definitely make a dust refiner. It's very silly that it doesn't have one yet. So let's buy 8 glass steel real quick. Somebody's... Did we push adamantine that high by ourselves? I don't think so. I think that somebody else must be also buying it. Is siphon? Yeah, siphon is focused on the right thing. Okay. So let's spend the rest of all of this money on population. siphon is about to be very profitable. And Laldora as well. Okay. Well, I do believe we're about to eliminate Pink. It certainly looks like the case. Red's empire is in kind of a strange shape. This might be an island. Alright. Their forces are going to come out and attack us because they always do that when you're about to reduce their fortifications to 0. So I'm going to lead with... I'm going to attack them first so that I can be sure we're leading with the right army, because probably they would have initiated combat with the ranged army. Which is absolutely the correct thing for them to do. I am not going to manual this. Yeah, we have tremendously overwhelming odds. Alright, let's go get those pearls. And I bet that was the... Wow, this is a not well-developed city. Shocking, considering the number of districts. Get those two. I bet that this is Pink's last city. So let's see how they feel. They would give us a truce at this point, but they won't give me anything cool for it, so I don't care. Maybe it's not their last region. Maybe they have more stuff in continent. I can't imagine how that would be. We need more vision. We need to know more about the northern part of the continent where we cannot yet go. So we could get that information by throwing a spy into somebody's cities and stealing vision, and that actually is probably what we're going to do. So is there a forgotten hero available? Follow Tigrit. Congratulations, welcome to the team. We're going to get Red, I think. Red has a lot of territory, so we'll drop a spy into Red's territory and then do a steal vision eventually. It's going to take a long time to build up, sadly. At least one of these armies needs needs to get back to the mainland in a real hurry, so I guess it's going to be you. Oh, how I wish we could keep 9 movement when we were in our boats. Oh yeah, I fully expect to see the player defeated pop up here in a second. Right, more burrows. How do our trade routes look at this point? We're getting there. Do we have enough dust orchids that we can we can pop those, and we absolutely will. Yeah, it's not quite what I was hoping for. But as we keep building cargo docks, the trade will get better and better. Sea trade is worth, I think, double what land trade over the same distance to the same cities would be. Although, as far as I'm aware, you can only run a sea trade route through one sea region, so that means like Lendfell won't actually be able to trade with Adino because there's a sea break. Oh no, I guess the sea along their border probably allows it. I don't know that for sure. That could be how it works. I think that's how it works. Alright, so did we eliminate Pink, in fact, or are they still around? Somewhere. Waiting to leap at us from the shadows. This is a really nice island. A lot of good luxuries, a lot of good strategics. Yes. In fact, the Empire of Only Fresh lives on only in tales. Oh, we lose. I do believe that Valter is about to blow us out. Okay, well, got nobody to blame but myself on this one. Just kind of a weak early game. Not building up our economy fast enough. Is there anything we can do? We're still very, very far from an economic victory, sadly. In fact, we're a lot further away than Red is. Yeah, I think, actually, as much fun as I'm having here, wiping people out, I don't think that we can catch up anymore. I think we're definitely doomed. So maybe we just toss this one, call it a loss, learn some things, and start a new game in tomorrow's episode with all of the Tempest features properly enabled. And we're going to see how things work out with naval combat and whatnot when we're not the Morgar with an unbelievable naval advantage due to extremely cool faction ships. So, come back tomorrow, start of a new game. We're going to talk briefly about what we learned, and then we're going to get into proper Tempest play as someone other than the Morgar for the first time. And we'll see you then.